My name is Ivelyse, and I grew up in Throggs. I couldn't tell you what the inside of any of these houses looked like because I was never invited inside. We used to have, my mom set up a little swing set right there. I feel like that shed might be the same shed. But we'd swing, and I would take the ladies, flowers, and she would yell at us, don't take my flowers. Coming here, it was this was it, we made it. Coming back now as an adult, I guess as a kid you don't have any idea. I want to think that my parents knew, my mom knew. I knew that she thought she was giving us something better. I don't even know if she even knew. The advantages, I guess, could have been a sailroom. Transportation is horrible. So public transportation, you need to take it's a train to Westchester Square, right? So you're taking 6 train to Westchester Square, and then a bus. You take a 42 or the 8 bus, and then that's 45 minutes. Growing up, I was the only brown girl, and I didn't know anyone of color, so I'd play with my cousins. We'd go back to the hood and hang out there. And then once I got to high school, then you start to see your people that look like you. It's then Throggs has become increasingly Puerto Rican. The only restaurant we had was Tosca, and Tosca was literally the size of this yard. Throggs has lost its charm, small town charm. Even development-wise, there are buildings here that are not here. So I would be able to walk down to the water, and even across. We can go over there, and I'd be able to walk right to the water, and we would hang out there. All the guys would rap, I would sing. It'd be funny. You're just sitting on the water, having a good time. And now with all the development, you can't. It's lost its charm. For a long time, I didn't wrap the neck because I would tell people I'm from Throggs, and they'd be oh no, I tell people, I'm from the Bronx, and they'd be oh yeah, where? I'm Throggs. I'm oh, that's not the Bronx. And so I would get really oh my god, this is the Bronx. This is the Bronx. Throggs is the Bronx. And so I still will rep it. I still will say that I'm from Throggs, albeit I live in Mott Haven now, so I can definitely rep the South Bronx. Growing up here, we made it, and that was it. That was all that mattered. We made it, and so there came this elitism, oh, I'm from Throggs. You might live in Hunts Point. I'm from Throggs, and I really wanted to experience Throggs. East Tremont, Tommy's Pizza, and then I think. So I definitely, obviously, Maritime College, and just looking at that waterfront there, we need to get a slice from Tommy's Pizza. Had you asked me that a year ago before I had my son, I would have said, no way, it's too far from the city, it takes too long to be there, it's not for me. I think the tranquility is definitely something that I can appreciate now. This is as close as you get to Westchester. I'm still maintaining your Bronx credentials.